big shout out to Nemo TV for throwing that up here for the online or jeez, getting all confused here now. The Friday Night Procast, not the online podcaster. And we're going to be
Which you all should check out anyway,
Oh,
too.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, youtube.com/theonlinepodcaster.
And recapping here, FaZe versus Virtue in a best-of-5 pro match series. And FaZe took game number 1, Yemen Hardpoint. How are you enjoying the online qualifiers so far? Have you caught many matches?
I caught them yesterday. It was pretty good matchups. There were some...
Did you watch the girls get schmanged?
Huh?
Did you watch the girl team get schmangled?
Yes. Yeah, who they play? It was 4Play playing against... Damn, what was it?
Oh my god, Love and...
Yeah. Dashi and
yes.
Bang Banger.
it was a slaughter.
Yeah, it was bad, but it's the qualifiers, man. You signed up for that. It's going to happen.
All right, so I'm going to take a look on the opposite team this time, Team Virtue, and see how they are going to try and come back in this series and make a 1-all lead score. And right now I'm on board with Ben Frankie as he's got the AR looking downrange, bottom of the... what are we calling that? Bottom bedroom? Bottom overlook?
Yeah. Well... Yeah, he's looking at the bottom bed. Yeah, is what I call it.
Bottom bedroom. Yeah, you know, we're just making stuff up as we go along. No big deal.
Virtue, though, already grabbing the flag already. And
ooh, that's a big cutoff miss. But flag gets capped anyways, so 1-0 lead here for Virtue off the start of the game. Only a minute in. Big play and excellent cutoffs. But the counter pull almost got taken. We've got Folsom moving into the backside. We've got 3 defenders on their way to pick and see if they can find him. And back of the map, he chooses one. Shams in the front side of Kitchen. Takes out Ben Frankie. And
it doesn't look like that the guys from FaZe are really trying to get that flag. They just seemed a little bit more passive up in the beginning. I know Exhaust does have 2 score streaks. Does have the Lightning Strike as well as the Hailstorm. Heist, in fact, did get a hit marker off of that nade, and the flag was pulled by Folsom, but Frankie's going to stop him on the run and does get the return.
That was a beautiful jump shot. He just picked him out of the air, had no chance of escaping, but 4 down. Virtue gets knocked completely out of placement, but here comes the Hellstorm to save the day. Here it comes to save the day.
Missed? He missed.
He got one, but he was not able to get the flag carrier as he ducked in here on this little poolside bar area. And now he's going to be waiting for some defensive positions from his teammates. He's going to work his way around here in the bottom bedroom, and he's got 2 beautiful placements of his defensive players, so it looks like this is going to bring this back to a 1-all lead here on CTF.
Well, yeah, we are, and I was on board there with Bernie as the flag was pulled that way, Doc, and I did see some smoke out, which is actually a good way to go in your setup as a deterrent, because he smoked out before he ran out, or someone did from his team, and that allowed a screen so Bernie couldn't see which direction he was running, and Bernie thought he was going straight through middle, where in fact he actually ran through bottom bedroom, and he went and got the cap there, so that's another innovative way to play CTF, guys.
Throwing the smoke screens traditionally in past Call of Duties hasn't really been utilized as well. It's nice to see more different styles of play being brought into Black Ops 2, but I'm taking a look here on FaZe Heist as he's playing super sneaky, trying to get into the hidey hole, and he jumps around looking for the shot, doesn't connect fully, finally picks up the kill as he backs up into the shot. And it seems like a lot of pro players, and even amateurs alike, for whatever reason, if they get shot in the back, always seem to come back and challenge the gunfight. I just don't understand that.
I mean, it's a video game. You actually can live through some shots, so just keep running, guys. Get around that corner, and and then we see a smoke screen right there with Heist in the middle. Gonna try and stop the flag runner. Element's gonna take him out, though, and that is a nice 2-piece by Secretly from FaZe.
Secretly with the 3-piece, knocking him out of the park in the center part of the map, and huge play by him, sending his flag all the way back home, defending it very nicely, picking up that Cap 40 kill, though. I don't know about that gun.
Yeah, Cap 40 with Type 25. Man,
Type 25, I've seen some people start to use it, and it's a love-hate relationship, it seems like.
Absolutely. I mean, you don't want to be using a burst gun like the M8A1 in a game like this, where it's going to be not so much close quarter, but when you're going to need your shots to be fired really a lot more quickly than than even a full auto M8A1 can do. Exhaust is going to take out secretly there, though, and it is it's still a 1-1 tie. First round of CTF here on Ray between FaZe, FaZe and Team Virtue. Flag pulled though by I can't read because. Folsom, there we go. I was stuck in someone's camera, and it's like looking up in the air.
So strange.
Do we have the flags challengers? Are they going to be?
Yeah, they met halfway there, and kind of a silly position, especially since you're giving them not only the extra 100 points for returning the flag, but 200 points for the flag kill while holding your own flag. So you've just given Folsom 2 score streaks in the pocket, something that I would have hesitated on if you asked me.
Absolutely, he is playing a little bit more reserve now that there is only 5 seconds left on the clock. He does have the hailstorm as well as the lightning strike, but he's going to get taken out in the end. First round, though, is going to go for FaZe, making a 2-1 lead as we dip into the second round. Final kill cam here by FaZe secretly from FaZe, taking out Frankie in the middle area. Popping up the scoreboard if I can. Nope, I can't check out Katie. Should have done that before. I have to learn that. I mean, we got the timing down on the timing clock down on Hardpoint. Maybe if we could ask them.
Are we allowed to bring up the scoreboard at all times? Can you make that happen? We're going to have to put that into a priority as well. We need that.
Yeah, we do. 15-7, though, for secretly from FaZe. That's a pretty good score. Pulling out the double with a cap as well. So doing some work. These guys from FaZe definitely looking like they want to win now.
That's huge to have in CTF, because if you got a player doing that type of score spread, you're going to allow a lot more breathing room in the middle parts of the map, as well as, he's obviously playing his role very well. He's getting those cutoff kills, and those are the players that you need to make big plays, and I like them.
Yeah, absolutely. Heist does have the flag. We did see him get a kill as he was playing some support.
Ooh.
Oh, he's right there, right outside the laundry room.
Oh, when he gets trapped in the middle.
That gun, man.
That gun. Look, I switch over to secretly. He's got that gun out too. We should have put a gentleman's agreement on the table. None of this tomfoolery nonsense to be played in Friday Night Procast here on Yosh Live. You can leave that for the online qualifiers. But here we go. Exhaust walks right into it, and he barrel snuffs him with the thing. Secretly now backing up, just trying to get position, trying to catch people off guard as they're running off spawn, it seems. And he's got no other placement from his teammates in any sort of effective placement, at least to grab flag or do anything. And they're just going to hunt him down and take him out.
Well, yeah, that is going to be 2 down, or now it's going to be 1 down for Team Virtue. Not really able to do much on this map here, or on the second half of this map here, as it does look like Team FaZe is playing a little bit more defensive. They do have
a little more. Player. They've almost crawled into their turtle shells and backed up into spawn, it seems like. They're having a hard time pushing out or doing anything. But that kind of leads me to the question to ask, is one side or another more defensively favorable on this map?
It's been more definitive in other Call of Duties, I'm sure. Looking now, maybe the side that maybe FaZe's side, just because you have that extra room in the back, but then also on the other side of the map, you do have that garage where you could play more defensive, and that was 4 down right off the bat. And now we do see him moving up, and you know what? That's a good play right there by Team FaZe, to move up on their picks, get more defensive control, try to keep them back in the spawn, but it just ended all for naught as their shots were just a little bit off there.
Well, here's why that play didn't work. Once they got 4 down, they didn't position themselves to block spawns. So where they were positioned on the map currently allowed the enemy team just to respawn directly on the flag. And I think that's one thing that the 5-second respawn is hindering us. Action is a little bit downplayed because of the progression through the map. You're not able to, get those 4 downs and have that 7.5 second cushion. You have to play it a lot quicker, and you have to be in the right position at the right time to get those spawns locked down.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, there is that quicker pace that some might say, but it's hard to transition now from opposed to a 7.5 second spawn delay or a 7-second delay now to a 5 is where you get a kill down back at your base and there's someone else coming around the corner. You're going to have to run really quickly to get that proper map control, and it doesn't seem impossible. It just, like you said, the spawn trapping is going to be a little bit less. It's going to be more tedious,
less prominent.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
well, except if you're playing Slums, because let's be honest here, Slums spawn trap on the cop card side is ridiculous, and I hate it. But right there, you saw Team FaZe able to bring things back, and one thing I'm noticing from Team FaZe is they start off their maps very slow, and it feels like they need a few minutes to really start to read the opposition team, try to figure out their individual strategies, and bring a new play to the table that's going to work against this new team. They haven't played them before, so maybe it's just a slow read and trying to figure things out, but FaZe finishing off very strong so far.
Yeah, you know what, Doc, and that's actually a good observation that you made. Reading your opponent in every sport ever, that's what you want to do. As a quarterback, you want to be able to read the defense. As a defender, you want to be able to read the offense. And I think that's what FaZe is doing, but it's just taking them a lot longer. And when you're in a high stakes competitive game, or you're in a high caliber type of game play, such as MLG and other game types or game plays as well, you want to be able to read really quickly what's going on, and that's where the good players come off the bat.
You say it so beautifully. It's always nice to have a co-caster on board that's coherent enough to understand the game, and I love it so much. Thank you ever so much, Mr. Turbo Show.
You're welcome.
Thank you, looks like Team FaZe is going to bring the slappage package and drop a 2-0 here on the opposition here, Mr. Team Virtue. Sorry, not Mr., but the Team Virtue.
Yeah.
And obviously a little bit unexpected. Team Virtue wanted to come in here and really prove their worth. But they're going to have a long road to come back if they're going to be able to handle FaZe and return the D favor, if you want.
You know what, Doc? Also, just a quick observation from this last map that we saw. We didn't see many score streaks pulled out by either side of the team.
They held them in their pocket. I noticed that, yeah.
Yeah, you know, one I just caught off the bat, I'm not sure who it was, but somebody just used a hailstorm missile to stop the flag runner, and that was probably the most important one that could have been used properly, but it all ended up for naught. I think that was actually someone from Virtue who used that to stop someone from FaZe or from running the flag, but it didn't end up in their favor at all.